Good morning, wonderful viewers. Got our guest here, Mthokozisi Mabena. Yeah, we are here at the studio. You can say it's a laboratory, or what do we call this place now?
We usually just call it the lab.
A lab?
Yeah.
Where actually you test your skills?
Yeah, develop our skills.
Okay, tell us more about this place.
So this is one of the mechatronic labs in TUT main campus. This is where I spend most of my time, where students actually, they have classes in here sometimes. Yeah. Mechatronic students usually come here and work on the PCs, or they work on projects on the other room.
I'm so excited to know more about this thing. I even forgot to tell them, who are you? Yeah.
I'm Mthokozisi Mabena from Middelburg. I study mechatronics at TUT. I was one of the competitors in Mobile Robotics in the competition in Russia, World Skills competition. And now this is just the aftermath of the competition.
Okay.
Getting to tell people about what happened at the competition. Hopefully get other people to compete next time.
I mean, this place is a home away from home.
Yeah.
This is where you develop your own skills.
I probably spend much more time here than I do in my room.
Alright, okay. I think you take us around and show us some of the machines and what actually you do in this place.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of the rooms where most of the students are working on their projects. There are P2 students in here who are working on their own robots for a different competition. And then there are also B.Tech students who are working. There's one actually working on a car that I can just show you right now. So what he's doing is he's making this bike autonomous, where it drives itself and it will do all kinds of stuff. Whatever you tell it to do, it will do it all by itself. And what I was doing, I was working on a Mobile Robotic, which is this kind of robots that we develop. This is something similar to what I was working on. However, mine was bigger and more complex because this is actually a different competition. What happens here, the robot is supposed to maneuver around a court. In this court, it's going to pick up these blocks and move them around. I think it's supposed to take the red blocks onto the red block, the bigger block, and then all kinds of stuff. So this is one of the robots they're working on. It will pick up the block, hopefully drive around the court. Is this little thing. This thing is called a Myrio from National Instruments. It's quite expensive actually, but then it's very powerful. What you do is you program this thing and you tell it to move the motors. This little cable is connected to the motors to the robot. These cables, they connect sensors and all kinds of stuff to this. So what they did is they put a camera on here. This camera from Microsoft is going to identify the different colors and know where what is. Obviously it needs a power supply, and this is all the motor controllers. There's a protocol between the communication between these two boards. It's called the I2C, where this will be the master. The master tells the slave, gives the slave all kinds of information. So like this will tell the motor to move fast or move slow, and which motor to go, which motors to stop. So that's the Myrio. You connect this to the PC like they've done, and then they program it accordingly. Our code was also in here, but then they've taken it back to Canada, so I can't actually show you. My robot, what it was supposed to do, it was supposed to pick up balls and then move them around the court. It was a simulation of how a factory floor looks like. So another thing that we sometimes work on in the lab is this. The Kuga robot is used for production lines. This is what you see usually when in a factory where they build cars and such things. Instead of humans moving around, they program the robots to build the car.
Okay, actually this is your working place.
This is my home away from home.
Okay.
So whenever a student has a project that they need help in, or something they want to develop themselves. They just come here, they get the necessary components from the lecture, and then maybe they get help from the lecture as well.